As you know, as I found out earlier this morning, it's going to be pretty overcast. I heard all day for these next couple of days. I saw on the weather for this area right here, it's going to be pretty cloudy. So it's cloudy today and tomorrow, and that might just halt my chances even further for that tribute game for me and Mari's 9-year friendship anniversary. And so my thing is, Thursday will be sunny, but for how long? You know what I mean? Because remember, I wasn't able to do this tribute game on the actual day, which was on a Sunday, the 22nd of June. And I already knew I wasn't gonna be able to do it. So now I think that my best bet would have to be this Thursday if I can do it. And it's getting to a point now where like as much as I want to do it today, then I don't know if I can at this point. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's I mean, I gotta do it on that day if I got to, because it's already been a week since I haven't played any shoot around games. Because the last one I did was obviously in Russ's home court when I beat Russ for the first time, when he's the primary guy. So since then I haven't even played because I was trying to do that tribute game, which I thought was gonna happen for real last was it like in that first week of my big 2-week break. But now it's like it hasn't even happened. And some things just come up, and first of all, I haven't even had that project done yet, and I just barely finished it yesterday. The setting up part, I'm gonna have to do it at the location where I'm gonna do the shout out. So I mean, just for me to get this over with, I would do both the greeting and the game. And the games is gonna have to be somewhere not too far from the beach is where I planned, because originally I wanted to do the shout out when at the beach, because that's her favorite place, and I love the beach too. She probably loves it a whole lot more, right? And so she's I figured, just like I did in 2023 when I was in Dana Point, doing it in Sunset, I figured I would do the same thing when I'm over there for this year. So I'm trying to make it happen. Right now it's a tough decision to make, in that whether I'm gonna be doing that greeting only, or if I gotta do the game right after. Because for me, I really want to get it over with, so yeah, I just think that I mean, like I said, I want to get it over with in this 2-week break. That's what I've been planning and really pushing to do, when this is already the second week of my important 2-week break. As you know, I got that project finished, and so we'll see what happens, man. Because like I said, the weather is gonna be pretty cloudy for, I guess I heard, all day for these next couple of days, today and tomorrow. And so yeah, I mean, if it's got to be Thursday, then it's got to be Thursday, So at least I'll already get it over with, you know, once the week almost ends. And I think, you know, I think that'll already take care of, you know, two things for me, two big things. And of course, you know, there are other things on my agenda as far as like my job hunting and all that. I haven't really done very much. I haven't done anything yesterday regarding that. So I'm gonna have to do all I can. It's just, you know, just really sick of being in that workplace where really it's just, there's just no loyalty, and you'd have like even some of these newbies that have come in recently just going in and out. Like, I mean, whatever happened to that probation period that this dump had? Because last time I remember, every newbie has to go through that probation period. And I remember me and Trinetta talked about, you know, where we were celebrating that, you know, we passed our three-month probation period. And so I don't remember like the last time, like right after I came in, that the newbies ever missed this many days. Like, I'm talking about going in and out. Jeanette never did that. And she came in like a week after me. I never did that either. Okay. Sean never did that when he came in, I think like in April or so. L'Oreal never did that, and she came in, I think, like in August or so of that year. So it's like what is going on here? I mean, what kind of management is that dump doing now? You know what I'm saying? It's become more and more disorganized, discombobulated, and just more lazy. That you would think, like, you know, you got these two newbies that came in like a couple of weeks ago, and then all of a sudden one of the newbies missed twice in that same week, and then you got the other newbie who's a salesperson already missed yesterday. And I heard, as I was waiting by that robotic company president's door, that he was asking the HR, oh, where's this person, where's Luis, and that. That's the salesperson name, I think. Yeah. So I don't know what happened. I like, and then I heard that the HR said that he had to call in sick or something. Now, who knows? I mean, if he was really sick, because I know there's been, I know a friend who has been sick recently. But the thing is, she had food poisoning, so it's that's not Mari though. It's another friend, but like I'm not that close with. But she had a food poisoning, you know. That's where she got sick, but you know. But yeah, like as you know, point being, man, there's just no more loyalty in that place. I'm not expecting these newbies, one, to last at least a year or less, or even like 2 years or less, or sorry, more than 2 years. Hell, even more than a year. Like why? Why should they even settle for more than 2 years if they already know all the BS that they're going through? I bet that guy probably just called in because he can't stand how that place is. I mean, why else do you think the other girl did it? I remember when JP came in, he missed like how many days, and he was new, and he only lasted for like a month or a month or so, and it's like people are in and out. Mondays, a lot of people are missing, and I remember JP was out, and I remember he had that car issue or so, but then it's like at the same time, you know, he couldn't even stand that place either. He said it was always dead. At that time, when he came in, it was like late 2023. It was like in September, I think. And he even said it's always been dead. You know what I mean? Like at that time, there was just hardly any business. And I feel bad for him there because he was part of the sales team that's been constantly berated by the sales management team, the sales managers, that they're not giving their efforts on more outgoing calls than just to see how many quote unquote how many incoming calls that they get. I mean, they're clearly making quantity more important than quality. That's how I see it. That's how I've always seen it with these guys, the upper management and the sales management and all that. Well, who's responsible for that? Obviously, that company president that's just always gonna stick to his own ways. And I told you, he's the main culprit in all this, man. But we know he's never gonna change, and I don't expect anything to change. I don't give a damn if I come in late. Who cares at this point? Like, I come in late, no one says a damn thing. So, and I'm still gonna get paid like what, $17.75 an hour. But whatever, man. That's just my dump for you. So I'm not expecting much anymore. But anyways, going back into this topic, yeah, it sounds like I'm gonna have to do it on Thursday if it's not gonna be sunny at all, today and tomorrow. It looks like the sky is a little bit light, even though it's overcast, but who knows? I mean, I'll find out. Such weather could be unpredictable. I mean, the most that the weather forecasters can do is just predict. And if it gets to be sunny later on, then I'll do it. But I don't know, by the beach though, it's different. By the beach and inland and by the desert. In the desert, it's like pretty sunny, right? So I don't know, man. I don't know, because like I said, my best chance was last week. Hell, even if I had time on my hands on that actual day, the 22nd of June, then I would have done it. But it sounds like I'm gonna have to do it on Thursday. And it's, like I said, it's already been a week since I've done my shoot around games, and the last one I did was at Russ's home court, and that's a road game. So today I'm going to be playing at home. I know it's like last minute packing. I got so many opportunities this week to just do what I got to do, but if you think about it, it's only like one more week, and I can only do so much. Yeah, my job hunting is one. I can do some of these other projects too, but yeah, we'll see how things go. Anyways, speaking of hangout opportunities, I can make so many hangouts happen with, some of these guys like Neil and the Boss, who I am gonna see this week, and if my mindset was totally, like what it was prior to the group text incident, before I became this worst version of myself, or even just some of, my true self, like to where I would do these hangouts in groups like once or twice a week and all that, I would have done it. But right now, despite this 2-week big break that I have, just having to take, so just when it comes to my outside life, not having to cover for some of my family's normal duties as far as what their new responsibility is concerned, I would have been able to do what I wanted to do. Like, I can literally do so much, even when it comes to friends. But it's like right now, with my mentality, like it's, I just feel like I'm not there. I want to do group hangouts, but as of right now, I feel like I'm just not in that mood. I'm not in that groove right now. And I've said it in the everyone group chat before. like I told him that when it comes to hanging out with friends or a group of friends, I would only do two at a time. I made it clear to everyone there, so they understand, right? So it's like, I mean, I just don't want to put myself in that position where I'm going to stress out again. Because I know that, like, a lot of times I'll be the driver and the rest of the guys I got to drop off, like, when it comes to groups of 4 or 5 people. Now, obviously, the more the merrier. The groups with 4 or 5 are usually merrier, right? The more the more enjoyable, right? But in this case for me, like, knowing what I did, even prior to the group text incident, it's like I'm not gonna put myself in that position right now. Yeah, this week I could probably, I want to, but I can't. Robbie's wife is in the Philippines till what? September. I would have, if I had a chance to hang with him this week, or even Julio, or even Dewey, or even Russ, or I could, I can have all those opportunities for this whole week if I have to, but this week is gonna fly by so fast. Like, if I had this week as my vacation, like, away from my dump, hell, who knows? I would have been able to. Or hell, if I had my own place and I'm on vacation, I would have made everything happen. Hell, why not? But I still feel, somewhat limited despite this break because, like, obviously, it's like what, I still got to take care of this tribute game that I've been wanting to do. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. It's like the weather right now, yeah, it says it's supposed to drizzle, and it's not even drizzling right now. I don't know if it's going to happen later on, but it looks like it's going to be overcast all day. At least that's what it said on the weather. But anyways, man, we'll see what happens, and I really do want to watch that Jurassic World Rebirth movie. I am dying for that movie. I'm a huge dinosaur fan. But anyways, yeah, man, I'm going to cut it right now, dude. It's just... the one thing I'm really going to focus on this week is this tribute game, as it shows in the thumbnail right here. If I got to make it happen this week, if it has to be Thursday, like I said, let it be Thursday. I just cared. I want to take care of it this week. Everything else I can worry about later. But if I want to see only the boss and Neil this week, then so be it for them. Because I've been wanting to see a boss. I have not seen him, at all since I reconnected with him. I haven't seen him since his birthday, for crying out loud. Well, anyways, I'll talk to you guys later, man. Peace.